I was watching Hardball tonight. Watched Chris Matthews' report on a survey taken by Daily Kos. And it's about where these birther freaks come from. And it's a breakdown where they come from in terms of their political affiliation, but the part that was really scary to me was where they come from in terms of the country, the regional locations of these birthers. Now, the birthers, of course, are the ones who insist that Barack Obama is not an American. This is a real shocker. First of all, the overarching statistic that I found almost unbelievable, 58% of Republicans either think Barack Obama wasn't born in the U.S. or aren't sure. 58%. Now, the way that breaks down, 28% do not believe he was born here. It's almost 1 out of 3 Republicans. Get that. And another 30% aren't sure. You know, that works out to 58%. 42% think he was. But when you have 2/3 of a political party able to tell you that they do not believe the President of the United States, who has gone to university, who has served in Congress, who served in state legislatures, who has been investigated more than any other person in the history of the earth except possibly Bill Clinton. When you have a political party who can then say he's not, the majority say either he's not a citizen or I'm not sure, then you have a political party that is comprised of the dumbest of dumbasses. It's astonishing. But these are the people who listen to right-wing talk. These are the people who listen to Limbaugh and Beck and Hannity and the rest of these thugs. And this is the end result. I couldn't believe this. In other words, the majority of Republicans polled either don't know about or don't believe the incontrovertible evidence that has been presented over and over and over and over again that Obama was born in Hawaii in 1961. It's astonishing. Now, it also explains why the Republicans are being cute with the whole birther movement. You know, when the Republicans are forced to vote in the House, they vote, oh, yeah, he's an American citizen. Yeah, okay. But when they go back home and talk to their crackerhead idiot constituents, you know, they will tend to leave it open. Well, you know, I don't know. Maybe. What do you think? I don't know, man. It's bizarre. Now, here's the part that I found to be absolutely, on the one hand, expected. On the other hand, kind of astonishing. The sentiment regarding doubt about Barack Obama's birth validity is the strongest here in the South. Why, of course. Here in the South. Yes, indeed. You know, if it weren't for the lovely winters here in the foothills of the North Georgia mountains and the fact that if we want to drive, we're only a few hours from both the Gulf, the Atlantic, the mountains. You know, I would be so out of here. But here in the South, this is where this birther sentiment is the strongest. Now, here's how the numbers break down. When asked the question, you believe that Barack Obama was born in the United States or not? In the Northeast, 93% of the people said yes. In the Midwest, 90% said yes. In the West, 87% said yes, because out west you also get into some crazies out there in the southwestern United States. But here in the South, only 47% said yes. Jesus God. Now, as far as political parties, 96% of Democrats either said yes 93% said yes. Independents, 83% said yes. Republicans, 68%, 70% said either, I'm sorry, hold on. 58%, I just told you that, said either no or not sure. 58% of Republicans said either no or were not sure. I mean, what does that tell you about the excellent job that the right-wing nutcases on radio and television have done, and garbage dumps like WorldNet Daily and Free Republic and some of these other crap holes where I don't know who goes there to get information. Well, obviously it's right-wingers and Republicans. But this is the kind of a job that they have done. How can there be citizens of this country, though, who are this stupid? This is a part that amazes me. And again, when you have a political party where almost 2/3 think that the President of the United States either wasn't born in the U.S. or they're not sure, then you have a political party that you can get to do anything. You can get them to vote for anybody. All you have to use is fear and terror. This political party now, and it's centered here in the South, is comprised, for the most part, of white people. Without a doubt, cowards. Without a doubt, dumbasses. Without a doubt, functionally illiterate individuals. Without a doubt, people who are of low education. People who have absolutely nothing going on in their lives to speak of that's worth a damn, so they spend their time listening to this right-wing garbage that pours over their radio stations, whether it is Neil Bortz, and he blankets the South, or Limbaugh, who does the same, or Hannity, or Beck, all of these people, these right-wingers on media, and the people that live in the crap holes of online, of WorldNet Daily and Free Republic and places like that. The listeners, the readers sit down here just saturated in their ignorance and absorb this stuff through their skin. I mean, it's like osmosis. It just slurps into their bodies, this incredible stupidity. And this also, of course, is the part of the country where you find the vast majority of people believing that the world was created 6,000 years ago and was finished in 6 days, so that on the 7th the cloud spook could take a break. How can we have gotten this far in the evolution of human beings and still have that in this country? Now, I realize there are other countries where superstition, witchcraft, and heebie-jeebies and crazy belief systems still exist. But here? Well, any group of people that includes a vast majority that either does not believe or is not sure where the President of the United States was born is a group of people that you can convince to vote against their own best interests, whether it's economic interests, healthcare interests, employment interests, education interests, interest in justice under the law. You can get these people to do anything if you are enough of a demagogue. And God knows the right-wing Republicans have demagogues coming out their butts. You can get them to do anything you want them to do. And, of course, that's what's going on.